I get my nickname. I'm the worst nightmare. I'm scary. One of the things that happened was one of my trainers. Are you Mexican? Last name like Ferguson. We can't really tell. Yeah, I'm Mexican. What are you talking about? He's like, all right, man, you look like the gooey, like the boogeyman. You got the crazy ears. I mean, little did he know my ears from wrestling. Hard work, man. He's like badges of courage. And he's like, you got some long ass arms. You got big old hands. And I had a vest on. I had 45-pound weights. So I'm sitting here going, and these kids next door, they were misbehaving, and he was training them. He was like, hey, you better watch out. I'm going to stick that guy on you. He's going to get you. He's El Cucuy. Your worst nightmare. Worse than the boogeyman. That's perfect.
How did I get my nickname, the Wonder Boy? Nice question. I had my first fight when I was 15 years old. And my dad threw me to the dogs on that one because I was 15, I was 0-0, and I fought a guy who was 26 years old, and he was like 20-0 or something like that. He was like 20-0. So I guess it was kind of his way of showing me that I was better than what I thought I was. Because at the time, I was helping my sister get ready for all of her fights. I was getting beat up by this girl, my sister, every day. So I thought I sucked. But I ended up beating the brakes off the guy. And after the fight, the commentator asked my opponent, hey, man, what'd you feel about Stevie Thompson? And he said, I wondered why I stepped in the ring with this boy. And then she called me Wonder Boy. Stuck with me ever since. 34 years old, they're still calling me Wonder Boy. Everybody keeps asking when I want to change it to Wonder Man. And I don't know, as long as I'm walking out to Tenacious D, I want to be Wonder Boy.
How did I get the nickname Karate Hottie? When I was in college, I worked at Hooters, and I did a bunch of photo shoots. I remember doing a photo shoot in, I don't know if it was the Virgin Islands or the Cayman Islands, and I met a guy named Howie. He owned a company called Bikini.com, and we got to talking. He found out I did martial arts, so he was like, hey, I'd love to feature you on my website. And he had the themed whole thing going on. It was like the Crushing Russian and the Sports Fanatic. So he found out I did martial arts, and he said, let's call you the Karate Hottie. I said, okay. About a year later, I took my pro debut, and the promoter asked if I had a fight name. I told him no. But when he Googled me, that's the first thing that popped up, so it stuck.
Why did you choose the name Sugar? My old coach gave it to me because he said I was so sweet to watch.
How did you come up with the name Touchy Feely? Well, my last name is Feely, and it's sort of a play on words. I didn't come up with it. You don't get to choose your own nickname. Megan O'Leary, actually, my good friend Joseph Benavides' wife, started calling me that, and it just kind of stuck. And you don't get to pick your nickname, so it is what it is.
I got my nickname, the Funk Master, from wrestling in college and in high school, never knowing like the basic fundamentals of how to properly sprawl and how to hit a proper takedown. I would just scrap like what I used to do in the hallways with some kids that would try to, what we call body up. And you'll grab jeans, you'll grab shirts, whatever you can do to get the guy down on the ground, and that's pretty much my style of wrestling. I used to do a lot of throws, a lot of big moves, and I kind of got away from it.
Well, I had the nickname Fanboy because even before I started doing martial arts and at the same time became a fighter, I was already a fan of any fight sports. So it was an easy pick.